everybody. It's Tuesday night. It's 9 p.m. or so. Welcome to What's on Joe Mind. We are a fan cast about the world of G.I. Joe. I'm your host, Mike Irizarry. How's everybody doing?
Woo! I'm snowed in, baby. I'm not going anywhere.
Right.
It's so nice to see other humans.
Right, like go long tonight is what you're saying? We're gonna go back into your 3-hour run here?
Dude, I logged in at like 6 p.m. just hoping. I shoveled.
Go ahead, Mark.
I shoveled half the driveway today. Just half. Oh man, we got like 2.5 feet. Like we got hit.
Yeah, no, you don't need to be out shoveling this.
Ooh.
This shit can melt for a while.
Yeah, exactly right. I don't think they've even gotten to our street yet. So like, what's the hurry?
It ain't going nowhere. No problems.
Yeah.
You're not as young as you used to be. You're in far better shape than I am. But I'm not putting you on red alert cardiac watch.
Yeah, but I'm feeling it, right? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So
half was plenty.
You might not just be stuck in the house tomorrow, Mark. You might be stuck in bed.
Right? Yeah. Is that driveway half empty or half full? It's half full. It's half full of shit. That's what it is.
It's half full.
There's room for you to get out and work on the 3-point shot though, and that's enough.
Yeah, works on the sports hernia more like.
Yeah. So when does the next storm hit?
Supposedly we're done for a little bit, but like the college. Again, I'm a college student. They're closed all week. They just went forget it. Right? So okay.
I can't remember the last time I heard that much snow hitting the east. I was like, wow.
This was the first time since like there was a big one on the mean streets of Bend, Oregon, like 80 degrees. We got 3 feet over a weekend.
Ragtime Rob reached out to our sister in Brooklyn, and she's given a similar weather report. Said that the city got something like 15 inches, which there's nowhere to put that snow, so the city shuts down.
Yeah,
half that.
Well, there is a spot to put that snow, but it takes a while to get it there.
We got 30.
They just dump it in the rivers.
This was the first time since like 83 that I ever had to shovel like at 2 levels. You had to get the top level and then you could go at ground level. Because everything else, even if you balance it up, by the time you turn, half of it's falling off. So
yeah, you're doing it twice regardless of how you do it. So
yeah. And if you do it the way I moved to, you feel like you're in charge. Instead of every time going, yeah, I got this. So there you go.
My method would be to call the neighbor kid and just slip him a couple 20s.
Man.
That's my method for getting the driveway clear.
I was watching everybody else on our road have snow, right? And like, I've never had. Like, I'm a man. I'm full. I can shovel my own driveway. Thank you very much. And I'm watching all of them just going zip, 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 waving goodbye as they go in. They're waving goodbye, not coming over because they haven't done our street yet. They'd have to plow over to help me out, and it was just like, nah, bro. See a new guy.
Yeah, they figured you had it under control.
He looks healthy enough to be shoveling that around.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no. Yeah, just you're good. You're good for a while.
Man, I'm gonna have more kids.
Right?
Because if this had happened when I was a kid, my dad would have just said, "Boys," and handed us 2 shovels, and that's it.
Yeah,
and that's all it would have been.
We know how that goes. Yeah. We did our time.
Yeah.
We had a younger brother. He was useless. That made it worse.
Yeah, right. So just you 2 and Stinky out there throwing snow?
No, she was excluded until she got older. It wasn't until Rob had left the house that she got roped into snow duty.
That's sexist, but whatever.
A little bit. It was the 90s though. It was a different time.
Yeah. How was it shoveling in Zubas?
Extreme.
Right. At least you had your Reebok pumps.
Right. Our feet were dry and secure.
Yeah.
And in the top row, he is, as you've just heard, he's trapped. He's stuck with us. There's no other plans. Might as well be here. The former head of marketing for the G.I. Joe brand at Hasbro. It's the Hot Show, Mark Weber.
And I already told you everything that's going on in my life. So there you go. Nice to really. It's always good to see the Irizaris and the fans, but it's really, really good this time, right? Like human contact is underrated.
Right. Today is just today. It's good to see anybody.
Yeah, like I don't care, man.
In the bottom row, he is recovering, as I am, from the dusting of snow we got this weekend. It's rack time, Rob.
Yeah, I mean, most of it blew away in the wind.
It got a little slick Sunday night. That's about as bad as we say the weather was around here.
Then the wind kicked up Monday.
Yeah, a little slick, but it warmed up enough that it wasn't really a problem for us.
Yeah, it was actually colder today, but it felt better because the wind wasn't going.
But it was out in Ohio this weekend. Made it out to the toy department 8th anniversary sale. We'll have some goodies to show off there. We got to hang out with our good friend Hooded Cobra Commander 788 Brian Lauer. Got to see him Saturday. I got to see him Sunday too. Recorded a little something on Sunday, and we'll see that on his channel at some point in the near future. He just wants to do stuff, so I'm all about it. Whenever he makes the call, I'm out the door. Question from Josiah Alcorn in the super chat, and a valid question. This is my first point of order tonight. But it has come to my attention as I'm editing a special project of our own, Special Edition 92. Be on the lookout for it soon. As the Honcho and I were up early recording on Super Bowl Sunday. So it's coming soon, but it is made it painfully clear that the current facilities at the What's on Joe Mind compound are not getting it done anymore. So we will be aggressively raising money to upgrade our editing and computing equipment. So that super chat's just going to be on. I would recommend we're going to have a lot of time for questions tonight. So maybe second half of the show is where we want to get most of our super chats in. But as always, thank you for participating. Anybody who does,
never turn down free money.
No, we're certainly under. I hate asking. Certainly under no obligation to donate, but we appreciate everyone who's got $1 or $2 for us. Just plain old Jay for the Honcho's hernia repair from shoveling snow. He's hurt in several tender locations.
I'm so injured, I must be part of the vision.
Just plain old Jay. Also, it's always easy shoveling snow in Texas when it's 80 and sunny.
Yeah.
Thank you for the $2. And that's where I'll leave it.
I don't know. My 2 days at work have been so bad. I might join Mark in snow and on the icy plains of Hoth.
Come on out. Just still go past the first marker.
We'll just sit out there and wait for the tauntauns to come over the horizon and the AT-ATs.
I mean, they're gonna have to parachute you in, but
that's fine.
Honcho said injured like the Vision. What is it? Bronson Reed tore his bicep last week?
Yep.
Or last night?
Yep.
That's a shame because that dude, he's one of my favorites.
Yeah, putting Jey Uso into the elimination chamber.
Right. Nobody needs that.
I gave my daughter the recap, and she had wise beyond her years. The lovely Elizabeth said, "Well, then there's no way Jay's winning it."
Supposedly, there was a big problem because Bronson Reed was supposed to win that match.
Was he supposed to win the whole thing?
He was supposed to win that match, and so you saw for just a minute Jey Uso and Chad Gable just kind of frozen there because they had to make up an ending right then and there. So, but yeah, supposedly the word is that Bronson Reed is supposed to go to the chamber.
Makes sense.
Obviously, that's not going to happen.
I mean, I'm sure that it gets relayed to the ref, right? In the air, who's going over, and then
Right.
He lets them know and they figure it out.
It may even be the word coming from the ref may even have been, make it up and we'll figure it out later.
Right.
Which has happened in the past. So it's probably the right call because Chad Gable's got his own thing going into WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You know, they got the Grande Americano M.A.S.K versus M.A.S.K match, which will inevitably happen there.
Yeah.
Dos Americanos.
But I mean, it is an opportunity for you, Mark, on Saturday to see Jey Uso get beaten up on a grand stage.
Yeah. And my favorite new drinking game, you have to drink 40 beers every time you see Jimmy Uso. Because apparently Roman Reigns is around more than that guy, which is fine. I assume he's booked. He just got drunk and didn't get to the arena.
Maybe. Look, if that's what happened, more power to him. At least he wasn't out driving.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, he should move to Seacon. Can't drive here.
Oh, so that's your What's on Joe Mind Pro Wrestling Minute right there.
Yeah.
But not a lot of news tonight. And we've already given you the poop on the super chats being open. And will probably just remain open because yeah, it's a lot. What do you say we get to it?
Yeah.
What little news we have?
No, we're going late tonight.
I mean,
you're going late.
I don't got school tomorrow, Rob. No,
I do. And to be quite honest, I feel like I've done a week already.
we may well wind up going late anyway, but who knows?
Yeah.
We've been known to pull out long shows in the past.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought that was a declarative statement.
I mean, there's not a lot of kids amongst the three men in our show, so you know. Seems like we've got that down.
There we go.
Moving on.
Right?
Oh, I think about the time I spent married, and I'm relieved. It's time for the news. Oh my God! I can only. Oh no.
That's a YouTube short right there, Mike.
It sure is.
And by short, I mean long.
No, if it involves my marriage, it's short.
Oh, fair enough.
That was pretty short. Anyways, as always, before we get into the news, be sure you're doing all that cool YouTube stuff for us. Hit the like button. Share us in your various G.I. Joe social media circles. That we're actually seeing some growth. We've probably grown more in 2026 than we did the 2 previous years behind. And it's not like we've thrown up huge numbers, but any growth is better than the growth that we had the previous 2 years. We didn't lose anybody. We weren't gaining anybody either. So we appreciate all of you who are new to the program and have subscribed to the show. Absolutely. It's a lot of the same names in the live chat. So I'm going to guess that it's Replay Squad that is getting the new subscriptions, but we appreciate you all the same. Everybody counts the same.
Yeah, that's right.
First news item. Just as I get away from my media assets. There it is. Anyways, it's my fault. I still don't have a rhythm down with the buttons on this. Anyways, first news item. We missed it last week, and it was on purpose. I know some folks in the live chat were wondering when we were going to say something, but frankly, last week was full enough, and we needed a nice piece of news to talk about this week. But last week on the G.I. Joe social media channels, the official ones, not the fly-by-night amateurs like ourselves, some file cards showed up. And it was a nice surprise. I'm not going to call them great literature or anything, but just having these things and knowing that they've been acknowledged as something that's missing from the product is something that we've been going for several months. And Greg Augustin dropped this one in our social media channels today. which we were gonna pull it out anyway, but we like to keep people involved. But there it is, a quote from the honcho, the man in the center square. I also advocated for the return of the original file card, even if it meant having to include 2 file cards to fulfill multiple language requirements. They're important, I suggested. And then VP of Global Brand Management, Daryl DePriest, agreed. Mark, the honcho Weber, that's in the book, by the way.
Bam!
I feel a small degree of pride that the nickname I gave to Mark is in the book, even if I myself am not. From the forward of After Action Report Command Files, Volume 2. Mark Weber, you give us that's the dime synopsis there. Expound a little bit on why you think file cards are important, and what can we do to get these things as part of the whole deal.
I mean, I get that, it's always tricky because it's the language requirement thing, right? If you want to ship a package internationally, what are the language requirements? If you ever wonder how you get past that, check out a Lego package, right? There's almost no words on it, so they can ship that anywhere. Right. No packaging variant, just one and off it goes. But I think file cards are crazy important, and I did get them put back in, but they were completely internal inside the packaging, even for the carded figures. So it's harder to get them on pack, and that's where they have the most value, right? Because back in, not that you have to be slavish to everything they did in the early days, right? But it was a huge part of what made G.I. Joe so successful early on, was that they came out with so many new characters every year. Transformers did the same thing, and they had tech specs, which were their version, but not as comprehensive. Right. And
but those happened because it was so successful with G.I. Joe.
Right. Yeah. And as a kid, man, I very clearly remember when I was so hyped up when the new ones would arrive on day, right, in March or whatever of the new year, and the first time I found new ones. Usually I would only have like $3 to $5. I could get probably 1, maybe 2. And so I was looking at them and I was trying to decide. Sometimes the figure itself was the coolest part, right?
Right.
And it was like, I'm in Snow Job, I'm in. Look at all that stuff he comes with. He's got red hair. I mean, he's going in the cart. But you're also flipping it over and you're reading about these guys, right? And on the first time you found them, you're looking at the mini explosion backs, right? The Rogues Gallery of here are the 30 characters coming out this year, and figure who's there, who do you get to pick from, who's missing, who's awesome, and that kind of stuff. But the file card is really, really, really important. And sometimes little details on it are what matter, right? I know for kids who actually had a military father or a military mother, the branch mattered, right? If they said he was trained Air Force or trained Navy, or this one was a Marine or is a Marine. But that stuff mattered. For me, when Dial Tone came out, initially I was bent because I was there from jump, and I had a communications guy, right? We all liked Breaker. And this was the first kind of redo. I didn't mind if there were more infantry guys, right? Whatever, you need infantry guys. But I got a radio expert. He speaks 7 languages, right? Blows bubblegum. But when I looked at Dial Tone on the back, it's from Eugene, Oregon, right? As a kid growing up in Oregon, he's the first Joe from Oregon. And that mattered to me, right? I liked that. If a Joe had your name, which was rare, because a lot of times early on, there were a lot of Tormod Scoobs on the file cards because they didn't want to get sued by anybody. A lot of Clayton Abernathy's on those file cards. But if he had your name or your brother's name or your dad's name or something, all of that mattered. That's how I learned about military rank, right? When the E5 meant versus an E6, and when you got into the officer level, right? And just when I thought I had my handle on captain, major, lieutenant, then I get Flint. He's a warrant officer. What the hell's a warrant officer?
Right.
I'm like, wait, Wild Bill's a warrant officer too, I think, right? Like
he is. The waters instantly got muddied with Flint.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Torpedo, I think, is too.
Why are people reporting to Duke, man, and E8? Like, there's all sorts of officers back then. Come on.
Right.
So but anyway, I always thought they were critically important because sometimes you got to know the character from the toy before you ever saw him on the cartoon. Usually, toy and comic book sync was pretty good, right? That you'd be getting the new Joes in the comics either right at the same time or slightly before you got them. But I always thought it was critical, and I thought it was a real differentiator between their what they had and what other people were offering. For when they first showed up, they were fighting Star Wars, right? And Star Wars, you didn't need really a file. You didn't need a Darth Vader file card, right? You didn't need a Luke, but you needed one for Regis, right? You needed one for Yak Face, right?
No, you didn't. No.
Well, no, but for the underdeveloped characters, because there's only so much time, right? Like
so I'm making fun of Yak Face. That's all.
Yeah, okay, but like IG-88 has one of the best backstories ever, right? That they created. Some scientists created the first flight of assassin droids, turned them on, and they killed all the scientists.
Right.
Yes, cool. Would have liked to have read about that. Why do Trandoshans? That's Boss. Why do they hate Wookiees? Right? Why is there some kind of racial rivalry between those two aliens?
Why was he the Wookiee specialist?
Yeah, I want to know that stuff. And Star Wars didn't give you a bit. G.I. Joe did over and over and over. So I always thought it was one of the key parts, and I think overlooked parts, that made G.I. Joe the impact it was in '82 and moving on. And over the years, you saw them. Sometimes they disappeared entirely, and then sometimes, like in the Pursuit of Cobra, not Pursuit of Cobra, but Rise of Cobra file cards, they were like thumbnails, basically, right? A big photo of their face computerized and 2 sentences. And I'm like, oh. So I think they're really important. And I always thought if they couldn't put them on the pack, and I never got this approved, but back when QR codes were new and the big thing, I always thought you could do a QR code that would take you to an actual page online where you could select the language you wanted for that guy. And there's the file card in however many languages you want. I mean, it costs to translate to each language because Hasbro didn't do it in-house. The value of having it in 15 languages, right? Anywhere you send it. And to have kids back in the day taking it off the shelf, turning it over, scanning it with their phone, right? To get the file card up and read about the guy plan. Because in the hand is 60% of the way into the card. So yeah, they're really important. And I think Hasbro really lost sight of it. They shouldn't have been taking it away from Joe. They should have been expanding it to other toy lines.
Right, right. If you're going to take the time to incorporate a story into your property, you better make sure everybody knows the story, right? Like,
yeah,
Joe's kind of missed a generation there.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of people who don't know who, just because he just came out, he's fresh in my head, who don't have any idea who Airtight is.
Yeah.
Right. Like, so the fact that there's something out there to at least explain
what Airtight's job is.
Yeah. What he does and his role on the team, and the fact that it gives you a little personality for him too. Doesn't hurt.
Yeah. And I know I didn't research all of them, but I know the new Royal Guard file card is verbatim or almost verbatim to his original file card. That's okay. If the original file card is amazing, then roll with it. And if you want to update it or change it a little bit, that's okay too. But I hate to say they're not as important now because I don't think Hasbro is targeting kids with their kind of traditional boys collectible ones at all. I don't think they are. And the adult collector knows who these guys are. But maybe you get some kids you wouldn't have if you let them understand who these characters are.
I would say, Mark, that the adult collectors our age know who these guys are.
Yeah.
But there's a generation of kids in their 20s and 30s that didn't have GI Joe like we had GI Joe, but are now collecting GI Joe.
Yeah.
You know, it's for, you know, it's because they ran out of Marvel Legends and they ran out of Star Wars that they were, you know, Star Wars Black they were interested in, but they've got all these 6-inch figures and now they collect classified. Great. You know, whatever the hook is for you, I'm not here to judge, but that's a whole generation of buyers that don't know what this is. Classified's been a big hit, man. You know, it's not just the diehards that are picking this stuff up, because as we know, a lot of the diehards don't. Right? They're still buying the old guys. Real quick, from Super Chat, thank you, Diana Davis. That's 20. Right. I'm buying this now because it's important. Cullen doesn't have a birthday this weekend. He doesn't have it between 28th and the 1st. He deserves a mega shout out because he's the best guy I ever knew. Cullen is a prince among men.
Yeah.
And he is a leap year baby. So he's 13 years old, I believe.
That's awesome.
The authorities need to talk to Diana.
Yeah.
Hey, that makes him a pirate of Penzance, I think. So good for him.
But happy birthday, Cullen. That is we won't see you again before that one comes up. So thank you, Diana. Thank you, Cullen.
I gotta assume Diana goes knucking futz every 4 years when it's his actual birthday.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's got like, there's 3 years she's got to make up for.
There's got to be a parade, and I suppose a surprise party probably doesn't work because it's every 4 years, right?
Right.
But
there's a lot of time to look ahead on that one.
But I as a December 24th baby, birthdays are really important. Right. So if you happen to be a leap year baby, then you should party 24
hours. Beta Ray Bob, even Super 7 does file cards. Yeah, and truthfully, Super 7 is working on a much smaller scale, but I think it's the one, like those, whatever you think of their product, right? Those guys, I think they know what the plot is. You know, like they figured out that, hey, we need to actually sell the story if we're going to put these guys out. Otherwise, it's pretty pointless.
The
even though it's mostly even though it's mostly the same audience, right? Like they get that back in the day. I dare say that file cards may have been the most important hook right out of the gate, because when you're looking at these guys on the shelves and you see 1 Snake Eyes and 2 Cobra Commander hanging on the pegs, what are they telling you on the back? It's that these guys are just ruthless and ridiculous. Like Snake Eyes is just the greatest commando on the planet Earth, and nobody knows anything about him. And no, he's not cheap and stripped down. No, man, he dresses in black because he moves under the cover of night and nobody can stop him. Cobra Commander, he doesn't have any distinctive features. It's not because they're saving money on molds and tooling. No, man, it's because he wants to be invisible. He could be anybody. Like they're selling the mystery of that, and the way they did that best before the comic book, before the cartoon, was with these file cards. These file cards are monumentally important to the fact that we're even here today, because they sold those toys in late 1982 before any of that other media had hit the shelves. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rob.
All right. The terrible thing is, as Mark was talking about the QR codes on the packages, they're on the classified packages, and it basically, if they work at all, they basically take you to the escalator to nowhere, which is a website that's just a generic Hasbro website, not GIJoe.com, which is dead.
Nowhere Manchild's got a good point over there in the comments about Wolfsway. And they are starting to make brand new characters, which is way overdue.
Exactly. Who are these guys?
Yeah, what can you? I mean, we do a podcast about it. What can you guys tell me about Wolfsway?
Yeah,
I remember that he was of Indian descent, right?
Yeah,
which is cool. Good, great. There hasn't been an Indian Joe before, I don't think. I'd like to know more about this guy.
Right. That's the one thing that anybody knows about him, because there's nothing else out there.
Yeah.
We know where his name came from because they made a point to tell us, but even that, if you weren't there to listen to it, it's not written down anywhere.
He's made with bits of real spiders, so you know he's
There you
good.
go.
Yeah.
With just a hint of wolf,
Just a touch, just a little.
essence of wolf, musk of wolf.
He wears wolf spider work 60% of the time, every time.
That's right. I don't think that math works.
All right, Hannah, the voice actors for the early cartoon were given the file cards to help them develop their roles. Yeah. The ones that were not told to do, basically regional stereotypes and fill in the blanks later.
Right.
Like I don't think Michael Bell got the file card for Clutch. Is all I'm saying. I don't think Frank Welker got the short fuse file card. They missed a little bit geographically with those guys. Still,
I'm not sure that Arthur Burghardt actually took to heart the Destro file card. Right? Scottish.
Well, I mean, he did tell us, man. He said, "Do you want me to do Scottish?" And they were like, "No, your voice is good enough on its own.
Yeah.
We're good."
Yeah.
And honestly, good.
We just
call.
got Menace.
Yeah.
Good call. that guy don't need to be doing no silly accents. No, sir.
We should have asked him to do a little Scottish for us. Just for a window, right?
I'm sure he could.
Oh, I'm sure he could, but
I'm sure he's got a brogue in him.
Just don't ask him to do James Earl Jones.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't perfect, right? Like, we'll figure six pack. They mishandled Bazooka in the cartoon. Yeah, not everybody got to play exactly to what their file card said.
Yeah. Like you mentioned with Clutch, Asbury Park, apparently neighbors Tennessee. So.
Yeah. As I sit here amongst a table full of beachheads, they didn't really hit with him. He's a much calmer individual on the file card than he ever was in the cartoon. Seem comic book Beachhead seems a bit less of a jerk than TV Beachhead ever was. So, yeah, I mean, at some point it's television. You have to take some creative license. Otherwise, everybody sounds a little bit the same and everybody acts a little bit the same because they don't individually get a whole ton of time.
Yeah.
But so again, it wasn't perfect, but it sure helps.
That very good personality, like I said, to make the show a little bit more entertaining, and stand out. So
Firefly 128. This all comes down to just this being a different Hasbro management that's lost the plot on everything compared to one firing on all cylinders in the 80s. I think it's just a comment on big business in general, right? Like I think a generation ago, there was an effort to make a younger audience care about what was out there. Whereas today it's more about pumping out as much product to maximize your dollar immediately, with very little thought to the future. And I'm not excusing that. That's by no means saying that the current is better than the former. But I think there's a distinct difference in the level of TLC being applied now as there was then.
They're about games and IP.
Right.
I mean, they're probably not wrong. That is the future. But man, it's a shame they're not even willing to fight for toys. They're just kind of coasting it out, waiting for it to not be profitable.
Yeah, I mean, you can't convince me that kids don't like toys. I think it's just kind of there's a pervading thought that screens are easy, and they are. But I mean, if you make a toy that's interesting enough, or you're handing a kid a phone, they're at least going to check out that toy.
I mean, the toys of the last 25 years are fine. There's nothing wrong with the toys. You need the digital hook to get kids interested in the IP, and they haven't been interested in spending the money to build that.
Sorry, I'm reading live comments just to try and get caught up, make sure I'm not missing anything. We got live.
They've been saying terrible things about you. Terrible.
I don't care about those. That's fine. Hey, you know, whatever. At least they have the decency to say it behind my back.
But this is a really good step, right? That they're making them available online. Maybe it leads to more. You know, in-pack is better than just online. On-pack is better than in-pack. So
right.
But before this, we just weren't getting them at all. So.
And we got a few of them in here. I stuck with some of the newer ones that we hadn't seen before. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and try and read that because even on my giant screen, it's too small for that sort of thing.
Right.
But it's not just the old characters that get it. Like they went through. I mean, that is as good a nickel tour of the Don Moreno story as you're going to get to fit into one small square of text. The Mole Rat card was kind enough to supply itself for our thumbnail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it also shows I evolve into you like a Pokemon.
Come on, man, that's too good of a gag to miss, right?
I'm mad at it.
But Mark Webber with purple stuff growing out of his head eventually turns into.
Yeah, that's as close as I get to a tan.
There's hope for the future, man.
That's like a Buddy Love situation right there.
Is there a? Do we got the Hydro?
About this.
Yeah. Do we got the Hydro Viper or the Royal Guard?
I don't have them in the slideshow. No.
I think they were basically just kind of a straight, reprint of the originals. But
I'm gonna put on my English teacher hat here and we all misspell things, right? We all type things that are a little bit off once in a while. Like you can write your term paper for 2 months and then have your brother look at it and he'll be like, you misspelled your name.
Right.
And you're like, what? You misspelled the. Right. So Hydro Vipers are more advanced than eels, I guess, because they can breath underwater.
Yes, so they can.
That's good. They can breath underwater. So
nobody edits crap anymore.
Man. And then the one that got me, and I think this one bit is new, even though most of the file card is from the vintage one. For the Royal Guard, it says that they're encased in bioorganic armor, like as opposed to what, techno-mechanical armor? Like, come on, bioorganic.
That's kind of the same thing, yeah.
It's a little nitpicky, I know, but they're important, man. Bioorganic.
It sounds
good.
to piggyback on what Rob said a second ago, nobody does edit anything anymore. They confuse editing with spell checking, and that's how you get Hydro Vipers who can breath underwater.
Yeah, if you spell breath correctly, even though it should be breathe, spell checker won't pick that up because breath is spelled correctly.
That's it.
It's just looking for things that don't make sense.
Firefly question. Sorry, somebody tell me again where these file cards are from. I don't collect classified. Sorry, I was working on something while I watch. No, nobody tell him. No one tell him.
Big secret. You can find them online. Go to alt.conspiracy.helicopters/black.
What were they posted on Facebook or?
The various official G.I. Joe social media channels. So Facebook is a good spot. Instagram. I didn't check any of the other ones.
You'll note not a damn website that they print on their packages.
Right.
Honestly, I personally took advantage of the hard work put forward by our friend Eric at the surveillance port, surveillance-port.com. Because anything I can do to drive traffic to a small business, if you will, as opposed to the megalith that is Meta, I do that. So surveillance-port.com should be in your bookmarks already.
Nowhere Manchild's got another good point about the Sundown card, where they're referencing Headman, which we all believe is coming only because of the file card, right? There's no other tip of the hand here, but
it's the old pro wrestling rule, Mark. You don't talk about guys unless they're coming to the territory or they're already in the territory.
That's it. Headman's inside that giant crate. They're going to open it at Elimination Chamber.
And everybody's going to stand there scratching their head. What?
No, it's going to be the Reverend Slick. You watch.
It's gonna be that guy. It's gonna be that guy with the sequin stormtrooper helmet.
Oh, the Shockmaster. Those are
There
great.
you go.
Like Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah. Oh no!
He will definitely shock you.
That would be a shock.
Oh. Firefly blatantly trying to suck up to us. But that won't work, sir. That won't work. Blatant sucking up only works with super chats.
Now, if there's like pizza accompanied with it, you know.
Right.
Betty Ray Bob's breaking my heart here, man. Saying that Hasbro might be using Chat GPT. That'd break my heart, man. When I was there 800 years ago, they had a whole writing department. And
right.
every writer I worked was brilliant. Forrest Lee and Annie Martell and a couple on Transformers. Like they all got it, right? They were fabulous. It'd be a shame if the writing department wasn't.
I think I'd be surprised by that at this stage, especially if you look at Sundown as an example, because that's woven from whole cloth. Like Sundown didn't exist.
Yeah, there's no backstory they can pull from past stuff like they can with Dawn Moreno, for example.
So, not now. Cynically, I think that eventually, we'll get there. But I don't think it's happening quite yet. Not when there's plenty of good low to no cost interns running around. We know they don't pay anybody to do that. I don't know if they pay anybody anymore. Like what Hasbro's down to like 20 people, Lenny and 19 other people.
Man, when I left Hasbro, I think I sent an email to 100 coworkers that I considered friends or friendly.
Right.
Say, hey, if I didn't get to say goodbye, here's my contact info. Wish you well. Your friend Mark. And I think there's only 12 left from that 100. And I got let go in April 2017. Now I get that's 9 years, and sure, plenty of them left of their own volition to go do something else.
Right.
Whatever. Right. So I'm not putting the villain label on Hasbro right now. But wow, 100 down to 12.
That's quick. Like if you were telling us it was 100 down to 40, I would believe that. Right.
Yeah.
Like that seems about normal. You figure turnover, retention, a big company, a corporate type job like that is going to be around 80% year to year. So it'll slowly whittle itself out. But 100 down to 12, that's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Michael Gene Fleming remembers either Emily or Lenny naming a copywriter on one of the previous HasLab campaigns. Can't remember who it was or which campaign. That's fine. There's somebody doing it. Because as I said, there's too much crazy stuff going within G.I. Joe that a computer is not going to come up with anything nearly as coherent as what we got right now anyway.
And I don't reach out to my few remaining Hasbro contacts very often, and I didn't at all while I worked at Valivers because I was conflict of interest,
right?
And I wouldn't put them in that situation. But I wanted to find out who actually pushed for file cards, right, or who green-lighted the concept. And I haven't gotten an answer, but I'd like to know that just to give them pub because I think it's a big deal. It's the best new thing that's happened to the line in ages. So,
I mean, if I had to guess, it's Lenny. He's old school to the end. But
yeah, I would guess, right? But
I can't substantiate that with anything. That's just gut feeling.
Yeah. Hey, you can give Lenny credit whenever you want. Lenny and I go way back.
Right. We like Lenny.
Great.
But because there too, Professor Rotclaw's got a story that we haven't seen before. Obviously, new character.
Yeah.
He's got kind of an interesting one in that they kind of set up that he's got his own small band of troops there, and loyalty's not really a thing. It's just Cobra pays for his dinosaurs, so that's who he works for.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that works.
Giving him dino growing money.
Yeah, that it's not a lot of space, but that tells you a lot about how to play that character. It's a good file card. So, and eventually, Mole Rat Stage 2.
Yeah, right? And wait, is Stage 3 Rob? We don't know.
Maybe.
Or is it Eevee, or does Eevee turns into Flareon and then turns into
I don't know.
If there's a Stage 3, it's Burt Reynolds.
Ooh, I like that.
Because that's quality hair piece plus amazing facial hair.
Right, and somewhere Tom Selleck's like, I got hose. First Indiana Jones, and now this.
If you're gonna get jobbed out of Indiana Jones, at least it was for a series that ran 8 years, and
Yeah, not bad.
Cultural icon.
Yeah. It wasn't exactly Remington Steel.
Yeah, he didn't get stuck. He did get contractually obligated to complete My Mother the Car.
Right.
And not to blaspheme here, because Raiders like top shelf, but yeah, I could have seen Selleck.
Oh yeah, he'd have pulled.
Yeah,
I think he could have. Yeah.
Again, Magnum PI, no slouch, no silver medal there.
Yeah.
It was a beloved television show that remains culturally relevant almost 40 years after its cancellation. So I mean, we're not sobbing for Tom Selleck on that one. But,
I mean, really, for the most part, that show holds up, man. So,
but he had the chance to be both.
Yeah.
Andrew Galgan is hoping for Rotclaw's forces to be riding velociraptors by 2028. I think we all are, Andrew. I think that's in line with all of us.
I think we all know Lenny likes dinosaurs, but I think Lenny actually took like a couple of paleontology elective classes or something back in the day. Like he knows his dinosaurs. So in Lenny, I trust on anything dinosaur.
He's not just plugging into his inner 6-year-old.
Nope. No, well, I'm sure if this had just been a guy, just a designer, and even a good designer, right? And they're like, we want to make a dinosaur cloning Cobra guy. They probably would have gone with the Velociraptor, right? Because everybody knows, raptor. But raptors are actually pretty big. That would have been a really expensive toy.
Right.
So Lenny wanted to find something I'm sure, just as terrifying, but that would keep the price point where they needed to be. And so here he is with a dinosaur none of us have ever heard of, but it's a real thing, and yeah, it's friggin' terrifying. So kudos.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
And the Velociraptor, though, when he comes out, his name is going to be Mr. Pilkington.
I hope so.
Joe on Joe podcast. Hey, it's Joe Slepsky, everybody. Following their Transformers playbook, don't you think they'll be winding down Classified and starting an Energon line? No, but I think we're going to see Energon have more of an influence on Classified. I think we're going to see more Energon specific characters or related stuff pop up in Classified. Classified is supposed to, as explained in the very beginning, way back, 6 years ago at this point, 7 years ago, all influences of G.I. Joe are collected into Classified. So it might be somebody who comes from the comics, might be somebody who comes from the cartoons. Are we far away from a Risk Classified figure? I don't think so.
He'll look so good in that suit with that horizontal cut right through the vest.
Right. You got to get him. You got to get him before he gets turned into Snake Eyes. Did I just hot take?
I think maybe.
Reckless hot take. Reckless hot take.
Here you go.
I think we've upgraded.
It started here in this most recent issue. Who are they sending Risk out to go and retrieve?
I don't remember. I read it though.
It's fine. I don't want to spoil it. It hasn't been recent enough, so we're not out of the spoiler zone yet. So I don't want to talk about it.
I did read it. Is she trying to get Lady J out of her astronaut helmet?
Wrong series, Mark. Wrong series.
Whatever. Remember, kids, when you go into space, make sure to wear your baseball cap under your astronaut helmet.
Look, it's got her airborne pin on it. You can't
jump out of that thing.
You can't leave that at home.
I guess it's like the original figure. It's actually attached to the head.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with it.
Oh man. It's fun.
That's why Recondo didn't get sent up there. Nah, it's not gonna work.
He would still have the mustache though, so you
Right.
kind of know who it was.
If we had Recondo in space, I would have just sent that issue to Joe Colton.
Get a nice frame for it.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. So that is the bulk of our discussion on new file cards. We're all for it. We want to see more of it. We'd like to get a catalog going with characters from previous waves even. That would be fantastic. And we would love to see all of it at gijoe.com.
Oh, and run them by an editor too.
That would help.
Like a human editor.
Right. Always good. You got.
Believe you me, I've made mistakes on file cards. Right, one of my Valiverse file cards, I called a Marine a soldier, which is, and I just didn't know that. Right, I didn't misspell it. A Marine is not a soldier. Did not know that. The community let us know, and like at McFarlane Toys, we had to come up with something new to show off every day in our daily update on our message board, right? So we would always start with, here's the packaging, or guess the names, and we'd do a game with it. And then we'd actually announce the line, right? And then I'd say which 4 of the 6 have chase figures, and then we'd show a shadow of a guy because he wasn't painted yet. And the Players Associations wouldn't let us show an all-gray Tom Brady, right? But we could do a shadow, and if it was a new sculpt, people would guess what it was, right? Ooh, who could that be? From the list, right? Same thing here. Show off your file cards early, right? This is all artwork. None of this is figure photography. There's no reason you can't have this as one of your first milestones, right? Get the file cards done so you can show them. And if you show them early, you get, guess what? Free editing from 20,000 people at least.
Right.
So, yeah, do it.
I have famously on our program criticized Hasbro's PR, but I mean, you can't fault their model. There's a bunch of jerks like us doing it for free for them every week. If at least somebody's doing this every day of the week. So yeah, I get it. I totally get it.
Trying to think, what were we watching the other day? Where somebody walked up to a Marine. It's pardon me, soldier. He said, "Marine man." Yes. Oh, charade. Okay.
Yes.
Because they were going to the embassy.
Yes.
And of course, the Marines guard the embassy.
Yeah.
What's charade?
Alfred Hitchcock movie.
No, okay. It's not an Alfred Hitchcock movie. It's kind of like an Alfred Hitchcock, but he didn't direct it.
Oh,
but it's got Cary Grant and Audrey Hepburn. George Kennedy and James Coburn.
I always thought that was an Alfred Hitchcock movie.
It's very Hitchcock-ish.
Okay.
Also has Carrot Top in a minor role.
In a small role, yes. He was a tiny, tiny boy, but
yeah.
There he is. Still kindergarten doing prop comedy, but there it is.
Alternatively titled Box Office Poison. That's a deep cut.
Little norm for everybody. It's fine.
Love.
Nowhere Man Child was directed by Stanley Donen.
Let us know what you think of file cards. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of positive comments, but put them in the big boy comments down below. We appreciate it. Drive that algorithm. Drive.
And once again, happy birthday to Colton.
Absolutely.
Or birth week, I guess. Given the circumstance.
Happy nebulous altered dimension birthday to Colin. Oh, I'm sorry.
Apparently, we can send him a Cary Grant mask.
Oh. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Guys, be like Cary. I even said there were a couple moments in that movie where he throws a line over at Audrey Hepburn, and I just turned to Rob. I say, "Shit, that would have worked on me."
Right? It's like Mrs. Weber asked me to get a tattoo of Hugh Jackman's face on my face, which I thought was a little much, but fine.
Maybe as the forehead increases, maybe you could get that just kind of part of the face.
Not a bad idea. Maybe doing the Steve-O or something up top.
Oh God! Someday I'm gonna be bald, and Mark's gonna destroy me, and then it'll be fun.
Can't wait.
Oh, anyhow, as Doug Dello says, plug the damn show. That's right.
He knows what's up.
He gets it. Lord knows we've indoctrinated him at this point.
And Josiah Alcorn's picking up. Might be the only one, but.
Next news item.
Doo-doo-doo.
Hey, we're into comics already. Tells you how much news we got going this week.
That was it.
So remember, lots of time for crowd questions in the second half of the show. Start thinking about them now.
We saved that one from last week.
Right.
It's not fresh, but it's hot.
But tomorrow, nothing new in the G.I. Joe Rex. But hey, we got a hot reprint. Homophiles edition from G.I. Joe Real American Hero at number 2. Remember, as Stalker, Scarlet, Snake Eyes, and others take part in a polar mission. That's the first appearance of Quinn. Nobody's going to call out the others, but that's fine. That's fine. That's right.
No, I just like Stalker's running point, and he's like, you know what? If Lady J could wear her baseball hat in damn space, I could wear my beret under my park.
Well, that's okay though.
Yeah.
He's got his beret on under his park, I think.
Yeah, because he knows what's up.
Maybe it's a knit cap. I don't know.
No, it's a raspberry. It's a raspberry.
Yeah. Breaker with that frozen bubble,
right?
But if you don't have G.I. Joe number 2, and you don't care about what print it is or what edition it's in, hey, we got luck for you. This is it. This is a straight reprint, just like it appeared back in 1983, late 82, early 83, whatever, late 82. Granted, won't have the charming Atari ads, but what can it's not perfect. But the story will be there. There'll be all kinds of new stuff, behind the scenes facts about that issue from Larry himself. So
how will you get your sea monkeys now?
I don't know. I don't know. It's a dark day for sea monkeys.
Right.
When is that cartridge of Burger Time coming out?
Phil Donnelly, Breaker has been Professor and Mary Ann. He had in the solicitations. He had. He's the only other guy, the only other Joe in the issue. I don't think we even see anybody on like the comm or anything. I think the only 4 Joes you see got written out as Snake Eyes, Scarlet, Stalker, and others.
Does Hawk show up with General Flagg as their briefing in the beginning? I'm trying to remember.
I don't know. It's been so long since I actually read number 2.
Yeah, but that would be it. Yeah.
Hockey Town Arcade. Did you see they postponed, canceled development of the Snake Eyes video game? Yes. And unfortunately, I don't have any more information, so I didn't make a big news point out of this. I'm kind of working on that one.
I mean, the company went under, right? Didn't it?
Well, or Hasbro pulled the plug on the project, I believe. I think they were part of Hasbro, and Hasbro just kind of melded it into other things. So, anyways, like I said, I'm working on that one. I don't have a lot of facts to pass along, so I didn't want to go into a whole lot of discussion on it. But yeah,
more news as it happens.
Yeah.
Brandon Jerwa kind of verified it, but said he had no more info. So.
Right. That was how the news broke. Really, was he was out saying, I'm working on a new project. Anybody have any leads? Sorry, can't talk about this one. Okay, well, we'll figure it out. We'll get it figured out, or they'll tell us. But I have a feeling I'm going to have to work on that one.
Yeah, I don't think there's a big press release coming out.
No. It's going to be a connect the dots thing, but no, I don't have a whole lot for it past that happened. We look forward on the Skybound calendar. We got nothing next week. Because Homophiles 2 is tomorrow. Nothing in the first week of March. But finally, G.I. Joe 326 happening on March 11. That is 2 weeks from tomorrow.
Hey, who's that guy?
Larry Hama, of course, pens the tale. Andrew Kroenke back on art, with Francesco Segala providing colors. This one, solicitations there says it involves Duke, Roadblock, Scarlet, and Snake Eyes. So really getting outside the wheelhouse of main character world on that one. But you can't go wrong with Duke, Scarlet, Snake Eyes, and Roadblock. It's not going to be a bad story. It's not going to be a whole lot of fun.
That's a bitchin' cover right there.
It's pretty good for something that invariably has very little to do with the story itself. Like 325 had nothing to do with the story inside. Just
save some time on the background.
Right. But that's a good piece of Snake Eyes pinup art right there.
Yeah. The other good piece is him looking coy over a saddle. Yeah.
Greg Augustin helping out there. Lee Weeks on the cover art there.
Oh, hey.
Nothing weak about that.
Not at all. That's weeks, as in 3 weeks until this happens, or 2 weeks until this happens.
Sure. Hey.
I'm getting old man mouse finger. That's not good. No. It's starting to just automatically curl over like a shrimp.
It'll make it hard to pick the nose. Just saying.
It is. I'm gonna have to start working on the knuckle. Just get that. Anyway.
Coming at it from the other way. There you
go. The hook technique.
There you go.
Just don't be digging for gold and strike oil.
Oh Jesus! You know that's gonna get snipped and re-snipped. That's gonna be somebody's gonna do a reel on that one. Anyway, I wish people were sharing our shit all over the place. That's all I'm saying.
We need to be more controversial.
I guess. I don't know about. I mean, is controversy is like when we do controversy, it tends to be based on the stuff we're talking about, not just us being assholes.
I think maybe the last time we were controversial is when we spoiled Hasbro's release schedule for the next year.
Right, when we completely wrecked the way they did things. Right, that is controversy. That's fair. Right? It's fair.
Seems to have a long-term ripple effect.
It sure did.
It really has. Look, man, that is a feather in my cap. I feel good about it. I'll never not feel good about it. If I do the laugh like Andrew Gagnon wants me to do, I'll start to cough, and I'm not going to do that tonight. But
the fact that your Rattler showed up and it's under the code name of Dinosaur Neil.
Hey man, we're the show that tells it like it is, for real.
We're honest, raw.
Let me tell you, Monsoon. That wasn't bad, was it?
That wasn't bad.
That was okay. May have to turn that into something. But so the calendar. Oh no, wait, we don't have the calendar yet. This was announced last week. M.A.S.K #1 happening in June. Sale date June 3, 2026. Written by Dan Waters. And I can't read the rest of what's on the screen, but I just remember Dan Waters as the writer. But we've been seeing Matt Tracker pop up across the Energon titles, and we've seen Miles Mayhem in a couple of the Energon titles. I'm just surprised it took this long, frankly. But
you knew it was coming if you've been reading.
right. There's enough M.A.S.K there that they finally get their own title to branch out into. I'm looking forward to it because, again, Energon for me has been pretty good. I've enjoyed the Energon universe to this point, so I'll be happy to see where they go from here. Any thoughts, Racktime Rob, comic book expert?
Yeah, like I said, this was just a matter of time before, it was just kind of waiting for the announcement, and because obviously that's a direction they were going to head down from what we had seen in various little B stories of G.I. Joe and Transformers.
I am psychic in predicting Andrew Gauguin's requests, but then he has a legitimate statement as well. I'm surprised we're getting Sundown and Classified before Matt Tracker. I'm not. If obviously they knew this was coming, so if they want to get Matt Tracker into the comic book before we see him on the pegs, I get that too.
Or it could be out of respect for Loyal Subjects is doing M.A.S.K right now, right? So
true. Could be that too.
Maybe they're pushing, a proper.
Or maybe they were waiting for this.
That could be.
I mean, wave 2 on Loyal Subjects M.A.S.K is not too far in the future, so that's gonna be.
I gotta say, when I was at Hasbro, I got to read the script treatment for the M.A.S.K movie. That didn't happen, thank God.
Right.
Oh, so bad. So bad.
This looks a little bit more traditional.
Yeah. It was a complete departure. And I like M.A.S.K, and I don't think the story isn't so embedded that you can't make some changes to it. So
yeah.
I'm hoping. But the idea that Joe's and Transformers were in the same universe, well, M.A.S.K was Kenner's answer to both of those toy lines.
Right.
So they tried to merge the two, and now you can because Hasbro owns it. So it's not that different. I mean, I don't know what Skybound's going to do, but the concept of it worked with IDW when they had the last M.A.S.K comic out, right? The idea that someone could integrate Cybertronian tech into just vehicles, right? Into just machines, not sentient at all. Yeah, it totally makes sense. Go with that. I got no problem with that.
Right.
But it's never going to be cool, the K standing for command with a K. That was always lame. Come on. I don't have a better K word for them to use, by the way.
It's
well, look, you either spell command with a K, or you're putting out your acronyms and then making the letters just try and fit like G.I. Joe did. So so you get the weird kind of acronyms there.
Command.
I mean, and not only that, they had shark with a C. So
Jake Rose, what are the odds of classified scale M.A.S.K, even just 1 or 2 vehicles? Maybe HasLab, I would say low. Yeah.
The one that I think was the best-selling M.A.S.K toy of them all was the Condor, the motorcycle, right?
Right.
Wouldn't take much to do a motorcycle.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, a lot of tooling, but
a lot of tooling, but you could sell that for $60, 70 maybe.
Big scale, yeah, maybe. I think it would move. I think you'd have a hit on your hands with that one, but Greg Augustin, mobile armored strike sound is good.
Dude, I subbed for a kindergarten class a couple weeks ago. It was mobile armored strike kindergarten. I barely got out, man.
Oh man,
great kids. Not ripping on the kids, just good.
Well done, Greg. Well done.
They are of their age.
They got a lot of it.
Yeah.
Nowhere Man-Child, Dan Waters, not to be confused with screenwriter Daniel Waters, who wrote the movie Heathers. Now I'd rather have a M.A.S.K Heathers combo. What's your damage, T-Bob? Depending on the episode, extensive.
If you like the Destro miniseries, Dan Waters wrote that.
Are you going to give this a chance if there's no T-Bob, Mike? I know you're T-Bob fan number 1.
I am. I am a T-Bob stan, but I'll give it a shot. Again, I understand why T-Bob would make one instantly pull back, because the memory there is you never have T-Bob without Scott Tracker. So I understand why you'd be like, I don't know.
Hey, not look, I'll put this out there because we try not to talk about comics too close to their release, and I just got a month's worth of comics at the same time. So I don't know how current this is. So plug your ears for a second if you have to. But Matt Tracker's in hiding in the G.I. Joe universe, right?
That's
so
not that's yeah, that you're good. You're clear.
Literally, he ran away from home to get away from his son.
I have a feeling that maybe Scott Tracker doesn't exist here.
No, I'm just saying. Cyclops leaves behind his son and wife, and everybody's like, "What a terrible guy!" But Matt Tracker doesn't. And we're like, "Nah, I get it.
Yeah.
You're good, boo."
Well, look, apparently he was adopted anyway. May have been from a circus. Who knows?
Yeah, we're all about T-Bob, man. I could see T-Bob existing in this universe without Scott Tracker. I could see Matt, he's on his own, so he's got a robot assistant, and it's T-Bob.
Those eccentric billionaires like to adopt circus orphans. I'm just saying.
I don't really like it. I will support that T-Bob actually turns on Scott Tracker. He's like, "What are we gonna do, T-Bob?" And he's like, "We gonna do? I'm gonna do robot hero stuff, right? You go watch Nickelodeon or sit and spin or die. I don't care.
I gotta go be bait for the villains.
Right?
Back, maybe."
Hey, Spectrum, I got an idea. Let's throw Scott Tracker off a cliff and see if Venom tries to kidnap him. Either way, it's a win. Oh yeah, didn't they have to rename the Switchblade yet?
Maybe.
I think they did. I think
yeah, they call it the high-tech helicopter, but I bet they could call it Switchblade in the comic.
I don't think they did.
I
don't think they called it anything in the comic.
I don't think it's got a name.
I think they did. I don't have it here, but whatever.
The toy is definitely not called Switchblade. The toy, the Loyal Subjects, is definitely called the high-tech helicopter.
Hey kids, come get your Switchblade toy.
Quick review from Gary Godso, just out of the blue one day. He likes the Loyal Subjects Max line. He says it's a little fiddly. There's some reports out there that it's not constructed well. But he says those are kind of overblown, but it's not as sturdy as the ones that we got when we were kids. But that's kind of what you get. It's not a child's toy.
Yeah, I haven't opened mine, but like I said, they feel light. From the box. The boxes are like.
But it's not Mobile Armored Strike crap with a K.
Correct.
Mobile Armored Strike Crab with a K. It's Imitation Secret.
Jobalog in Toy City, Mobile Armored Strike Kaboom.
That's not bad.
Dave McDonald wants Sly Rax classified. I'm all for it, man. Rax was another character I just dug on the cartoon. He played the shipwreck role. They gave him the Jack Nicholson voice, and he was always just kind of standing around wisecracking.
It's a little too clean to be a Dreadnought.
Right. But he also had the mask that made the least amount of sense.
I don't know. What did his do? I don't know.
It was stiletto, and it would
shot out the little flechette darts.
Yeah, it shot these darts out of the shoulder blades that would turn from energy into solid edged weaponry. It was really weird.
Look, they just mastered, energy mass conversion before the holodeck on Star Trek.
We can't use that though, because we're waiting for Stiletto to make her debut in G.I. Joe.
That's right.
The band's voice was heard.
He drove Piranha though. He drove the motorcycle.
Yeah, with the
submarine sidecar.
Submarine sidecar, yeah. They were cool. I had a lot of the first wave of maps, but I was heartbroken when they came out because they had commercials and everything, but we didn't have any idea of scale, right?
Right.
So as a diehard G.I. Joe fan, I saw how small the figures were. That was almost few of them.
It was tough.
Yeah. And I think maybe the size wouldn't have been such a heartbreaker if they weren't so limited, right? Like the face printing. I know you're going to put them.
we lose you when you get far away from the microphone like that, Mark.
What? That's fine. I just get comfy. I've been shoveling all day, damn it.
Nobody told you to do that, Mark. You know that
You guys out there with your cleared roads and your non-travel ban.
I went to the grocery store today.
You bastard.
I went on Sunday.
I was gonna make the holiday cider that my wife loves, her family recipe. This morning I got out the stuff. We didn't have cranberry juice, and I know I bought cranberry juice in December to make this thing, and ain't nobody drinking straight cranberry juice. So I think I've been Bogart. Somebody set me up. Who dumped out the cranberry juice? It doesn't go bad. It is bad.
I don't know what to tell you.
had it been opened?
Yeah, I made the thing. I made 2 batches of the cider, and I was going to make it again because we're snowed in. May as well make the house smell like Christmas.
If you opened it, it might have gone bad.
Cranberry juice is bad. I don't think it can go bad.
I know, but it might have fermented.
There's a reason why they mix cranberry with everything else. It's to take the cran edge off it.
Right. I look, I like cranberry juice, and I still like, out of all of the varieties, cranberry straight is probably at the bottom of the list. No, that's not true, because there's some terrible ones.
Yeah, there's cran pineapple out there.
Yeah, cran pineapple is something that I did not ever get on purpose.
Mhm.
But one time I got groceries through DoorDash, and they sent that as the replacement, even though I told them don't send any replacements. I forget what it was that I tried to order, but at any rate, they sent cran pineapple, and it was like, I have to at least try this before throwing it across the room, and I shouldn't have tried it before throwing it.
That's a bad day for you, but worst day for Rob. He just walked around the corner and got hit with the cran pineapple grenade.
But cran grape, awesome. Cran pomegranate, surprisingly good.
I agree with that.
I'm telling you, man. Because otherwise you get these juices that are so super sweet that the cranberry kind of cuts that a little bit. So it's kind of what I like about it. Anyway,
you were saying bottom of the barrel.
Right. You get it. You understand.
Mountain Dew crossed with cherry lemon. There's a reason why I could do this with it.
Noah Manchild, Mark, is that you're drinking the Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein of canned soda pop? No,
Man.
Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein is awesome.
Yeah, I was going to say that is a serious insult to Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein.
Yeah, to be clear, not drinking it at all. It's a problem.
Job along in Toy City. If cranberry juice fermented, would you even notice? I mean, past the get drunk on it, no.
It'd probably get better.
I mean, at least get that as a side effect, right?
You wouldn't get drunk. I think so much as get ill.
But anyways,
yeah, fermented cranberry juice is called the Jimmy Uso.
just gets drunk and can't go.
That's it.
February 25th, that's tomorrow. Real American Hero 2 Homophiles Edition and Void Rivals 27. Then nothing on March 4, and then on March 11, Real American Hero 326 and Transformers 30. That's what we got going on the Skybound calendar coming up.
And on March 18th,
whoever goes to their comic book store on March 4 go, I'm looking for this title called Bupkis.
Yeah, March 18th is when Bupkis meets the Phantom of the Park. Yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah. Actually, I believe that's G.I. Joe 20.
Oh,
it's also that Bupkis isn't crossing over with that, Mark. It's crossing over with the Squadouche that they had in February. So that was our nothing word for February was Squadouche. So we'll keep our nothing words inside the What's on Joe Mind unified multiverse.
Multiverse. Good. So there's a bunch of us.
Right. Look, man, I would hope there'd be a Mike out there somewhere across the multiverse that could grow a legitimate beard.
Right. And a Mark Webber noir played by Nicolas Cage.
Right. Look, man, that you can't deny the entertainment potential of Mark Webber Noir.
I thought you were going to say of Nick Cage. I'm like, still waiting. Still waiting.
Oh, man. Gotta have some fun with these things, man. Next news item. Hey, remember, coming up at the end of next month, that's 4 weeks from today. 4 weeks from today? Tomorrow. Today. Yeah, today's the 24th.
Yeah.
I almost know what day it is. Another Kickstarter for you. Of course, we told you about this last week, but the folks at Skybound doing volumes 5 through 8 of the G.I. Joe Real American Hero story. That is the IDW run up through issue 300. So that is kicking off again 4 weeks from today. Go over to the launch site. I believe we have it in our description down below. If not, I'll get it there. But click that little save button. It'll remind you. We're doing something special for this, we hope. It's in the works. We'll figure it out. We got a few weeks. Give us a chance. And of course, just to get the one question out of the way early. Again, yes, volumes 5 through 8 will be available on their own set. Everybody chill out. You don't have to buy 1 through 4 again. Mark Webber.
I thought the one question was, where's that plume of smoke coming from?
The lingering ashes of his once living enemies.
I mean, the logo is over, so it could well be covering it up. Right?
Well, again, they G.I. Joe has selected a new pope.
I guess it's smoking, but
that logo's covering something, man. It's just
it's covering the Holy See.
Is it just clouds? Like, maybe I'm overplaying this. Maybe the Uzi isn't actually emitting the other smoke. Maybe it's just clouds in the back.
I'm just thinking maybe somebody has a gun in the backdrop. And
it could be.
Like roadblocks back there or something. I don't know.
I'm not hating on. Look, some guys can breath underwater. I'm just saying I can't tell because the logo plays.
Diana Davis will personally review every page from 155.5 to 300. Please support us. And that's not with page review. That's with money.
I thought you meant online.
Well, that too, but support with money.
Here we go. Issue 172, page 4. Flip.
Cooter's Garage wonders how many seconds after this opens that'll be backed. I would say
30.
4 hours tops. I think it starts during the day, so people will be at work.
Maybe they'll let you order up to 5 and then shut it down after 10 minutes.
Well, it's not Target. It's Kickstarter. So
no, that's Pulse.
Whatever. It's all of them, frankly.
Target would let you pre-order it, and then they go, "You didn't still want that, right?"
Yeah, you're out.
Target.
It probably won't fund as fast as that Mystery Science Theater one, but what could?
Right. What Walmart would let you pre-order it and then cancel your pre-order and then send your pre-order immediately to the clearance aisle. So yeah,
although you might get an empty box.
That's still the best.
Right.
The best middle finger ever was Rob getting an empty box.
He'll fulfill it with an empty box.
Ship to him. Here you go, Rob. Open that.
I should invoice them for what I spent on that figure that I bought for you like a year and a half later.
That's a good idea.
I wonder what Walmart will think of that. We do have the On Target T-shirt on the website too, by the way. So if you ever want to express your displeasure in a silly way, Mark Webber's face in the Target logo on our T-shirt, link down below.
Still room on the bandwagon. Welcome home.
Oh my. So that one is coming. So again, stay with us. We'll have more for you as it comes along. Next news.
Wait, look at that. We hit the halfway point of the show. All right.
Oh boy.
Halftime entertainment is Harvey Danger singing his hit "Flagpole Sitta."
That's not entertainment.
I mean, that's just one. It's one hit. You can't take that.
One hit. The band broke up after that. The band broke up so soon after that. I don't think they were together when it was on the charts.
Apparently, everybody was coming together.
Everyone, yeah. They're all amputees. Damn it.
Yeah, they made him ahead of that too.
I'm surprised that alternate halftime show didn't dig up with people. But I suppose even they have standards.
Right. Up with people ain't going with that vibe.
Yeah, no, I can't imagine they would.
Next news item.
Adieu.
Got our G.I. Joe funmies. Again, Roger Taft needs another procedure to fix his eye goo. Link is down below. Links for all these are down below. Jamie Sullivan's got that last foot surgery to just get everything fixed and settled one last time. Cousin Kenny from Roma Collectibles in the toy department needs to recover from a frivolous lawsuit filed against him. And our very own Diana Davis still looking down the barrel of monumental vet bills for sweet little Splash there in her crusty little nose. It's all right there. So, again, if you got $1 or $2, whatever you can pledge, whatever you can donate, it all helps. It all adds up.
And if you're one of those "what's in it for me" kind of people, Diana mentioned in the comments, she's got a bunch of comments up on eBay.
Right.
So, and because she's a made man, as in a made woman, she's got access to some of those cool covers you might have found hard to find.
Right. So you
check it out.
Yeah, you completists out there that love to crow that you have every cover of every comic. She might be able to surprise you.
Though they called that kind of person Rob.
No.
Come on now. No?
No. Rob gets one issue and one cover, and that's usually it.
A lot of times I'll just pick the cover I like most, or I get like the standard,
Was there ever one, like in recent memory, where there was a specific cover you had to have?
Not really.
I'm sure there was something, but nothing that sticks out. Like nothing that was...
I mean, I remember when Action Comics and Detective Comics each hit 1,000 issues. They did a bunch of variant covers there, and like there were some very cool type of things. But I was kind of like, oh, maybe that one, maybe that. But I wasn't going to go buy like more than one of them because it was like an $8 issue.
Yeah, I remember.
Then I ended up buying the hardcover ones that I get, and they had pictures of all the variant covers. So
I forget if it was IDW or Devil's Due, but there was a G.I. Joe issue that had a trifold cover that was really cool. That's the last one I remember having to hunt down or eBay just for them.
Yeah.
There you go. Whatever Splash hasn't eaten, she's selling. There you go. Got to pay for herself somehow.
She'd sell those too. Say they're autographed.
Right. Special Splash-inspired editions.
That way Professor Rockclaw can get her DNA. Start working on his
Bulldog
most terrible weapon ever. The 20-foot-tall Splash.
I mean, I think it would come out if you cross that with that. I think it would just come out as Dino. I mean,
maybe.
Mondo,
Dino, no.
Mondo Splash kills his victims by drowning them.
Yeah. I mean, regular size Splash almost got Phil that way. So, but again, these are all folks who have given back to our community 100 times over. So if you've got the opportunity to send $1 or $5 or whatever their way, it all adds up and it's all appreciated. Thank you for your help. Next news item. And again, sometimes news happens and it's not a Tuesday. Be sure to visit our friends at the Surveillance Port every day or so. Make sure that you're getting it's that terrible soda again.
Oh, dude. Even I have standards. They're low. but
anyways, head over to the surveillance port. That's surveillance-port.com. Put it in your bookmark so you don't have to spell it again. But Eric's a good guide. When we're not there to bring you hot news discussion, he does a good job of breaking it down for you. And then you can come whatever following Tuesday, you can come hear us talk about it. But he also he'll direct you over to some review sites and things that we don't necessarily do here at What's on Joe Mind. But man puts in a lot of time and a lot of effort for you as well. So go ahead and support him with some site hits. Drive up those ad rates. Put a little coin in a man's pocket indirectly.
Has a very comprehensive haiku section. No, we don't do that here.
No,
but we're more dirty limericks.
Yeah. We're more the type that has Major Blood on as a guest host.
That's it.
But yeah. So surveillance-port.com. Give it a visit once we're done here today. Next news item. That's what we got. G.I. Joe 3D Printing Podcast, proud to present Chonky Tank Kitty and his Meowler Tank. They're also proud to present a new show every Sunday. And then Mark Gerwig's doing a State of Mark II design every Monday. So all kinds of material if you're at all into the 3D printing part of the hobby. Whatever your skill level, these guys are there to help you out. So be sure to visit Mark, Mike, Artwan, and Shane. New host, new guy.
If they bring on a Rob, it's gonna get real fishy.
No,
you got Mark, Mike. Come on.
I think at this point there's more of a chance of us bringing on an Artwan.
I mean, we are the blueprint.
You know, it's because once you get past 4, it's a real crowded house.
Yeah, tell that to every pregame and postgame show ever in sports.
I mean,
I don't need 5 people ever.
That's the model, right?
Ooh.
Like you know what it gets like when the rare occasion we have more than 4.
Yeah,
it gets a little screwy.
Host, coach, offense, defense. There you go.
That's when we got to make up excuses for Racktime Rob to not be around. Yeah, I mean, he really did have one of the best timed illnesses of recent show history.
Rob's sick.
I would have rather not timed it at all.
Right. But like we were setting up when we had Ben Conway on. We had Skeletron on a few. He brought the house with him. So the fact that Rob was not here, it kind of helped actually.
I mean, I snuck to the doctor today because it feels like it's coming back. So
good times. I feel enthused as somebody who leaves the house 2 days a week.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
That whole leaving the house thing sounds wonderful.
Yeah, I might do it again tomorrow.
Bastard. Bring me something. Bring me some White Castle.
Right. I don't have any of them close by. So
said nobody ever.
Oh no, I would say that.
Oh.
Rob would say that.
Isn't it like a ticking bomb though? Like the second you buy it, it's getting 50% worse every 2 minutes?
No. Because they refrigerate and microwave well.
Yeah, I've seen them in the frozen section.
Yeah. Like the best thing to do, you just put them in the fridge, let them thaw that far, and then you microwave them, and they're just like you get them at the store.
Boy, it's like my grandma always said, ain't nothing like a microwave hammer.
They make them in the same place. They ship 40% of them to grocery stores and the other 60% to their stores. It's the same thing, literally the same thing.
Bring me something.
Except the ones from the grocery stores don't have pickles because pickles don't microwave well.
Bring me some Arby's. Bring me Freddy's steak burger. Something.
You just got to say, got my cheese whiz, boy, and I'll throw it to you across the room.
That's such an underrated slice in that movie. Like when the penguin is just beating on John Belushi, right?
Right.
And there's so much noise. I've seen it like 20 times. I miss Aykroyd. I know he abandons his brother, right?
You know what? At that point, it's every man for himself.
And I only saw this when we watched it with subtitles on. But as he's leaving, he goes, this noise, man.
You know, until you mentioned that, I didn't catch it till the last time I watched it.
I caught that some years ago, and it's something that I've worked into my regular vernacular. So yeah, get you.
It may be the most quotable movie of all time. It's my favorite line. And I missed it like 20 times in a row, but never again. This noise, man.
I think we've spawned it in the live chat because Cooter's Garage is already ordering the orange whips.
Orange whip.
Orange whips.
No, Mike, your favorite line is, "Hi, what number are we?"
Can you hand me the radio? Yeah. Hi, this is car. What car are we? 55. Yeah, this is car 55. We're in a truck. That's the last you see of John Candy in that whole movie. It's the end of him.
And what a way to go out.
Right. The truck just speeds off with the police car in the back. Oh, just wonderful. I love that movie. That is the movie that, regardless of where it's at, when I find it, I'm watching.
That's one of the this is on. Sit down and watch.
Yeah, I'm in.
When the pandemic hit, Fathom Entertainment, who brings old movies back to theaters, had it on a limited run around the U.S., and it was in like March of 2020. So it was right when everything was getting locked down, and we didn't really know what COVID was going to be. And I'm a careful parent, love my kids, but we had tickets, and I said, "Look, we're going to go. We're going to wear masks the entire time. No popcorn, no drinks, and if there's too many people in the theater, we're not going to stay. That's just how it's going to be." We already bought the tickets, but I said there's probably not going to be that many people, and we were actually lucky because of the pandemic. Hardly anybody went. So we were 5 rows from the nearest person. We got to just sit down and watch it on the screen. And my kids adore the Blues Brothers.
Oh,
so that was a killer moment to take my kids to see it in the theater.
Right. That's just an amazing movie.
So good.
That was one of the ones they played every year, for a midnight movie at the Wittenberger at IU. $2 to get in. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Anyways, that's the news. Be right back with you with more nonsense after a quick word from our wonderful friends and sponsors at Kokomo Toys.
We buy, sell, and trade vintage and modern toys. G.I. Joe, Star Wars, Transformers, Marvel, DC, and more. Located in beautiful downtown Kokomo, Indiana, we are open every Wednesday through Saturday from 12 to 5. It's a theme park of nostalgia. Join the thousands of people who have traveled from all over the Midwest for over a decade to buy and sell with us. Get your geek on.
Andrew Goggin, big on Jake and Elwood sneaking around to Minnie the Moocher.
Synced up to the
right. It's almost a musical, right? You can't quite call it a musical.
Yeah.
But there's some moments where they kind of overlap, and it kind of is, and that's one of them. Fantastic. Love that movie.
I once bought a car in New Jersey and drove it to Bend, Oregon in 3.5 days, which not smart. And I listened to the Blues Brothers movie soundtrack about half. Because there's nothing to skip, right? This is back when it was a cassette deck.
Right.
Skipping was a pain. So, yeah, just put it in and it would auto play the back, and I'm good for a couple of.
Yeah, straight win. Surprisingly enough, Blues Brothers 2000 soundtrack, very similar.
I was always hesitant. I've never actually seen it.
Yeah, now the movie itself is kind of it meanders a bit, but the soundtrack, dynamite. Absolutely recommend the soundtrack.
Yeah, like I said, if you're watching that movie, you're actually fast forwarding to the musical performances and skipping all the rest.
Right. There's it's just a movie that it comes gradually off the rails as it goes along, and you're kind of like, well, at least there's a musical number coming up. and then you feel good when it happens. So you can do worse, right? I've paid and watched far worse movies than that.
Right.
It could have been a great concert film.
There's an urban legend that I think was proven true that Belushi once wandered off the set in Chicago and just went up into a house, opened the door, and fell asleep.
Yeah.
And the people went down because they heard somebody come in, and there's John Belushi in the full setup, asleep on the couch. And one of the people was like, "What do we do with it?" And the other one said, "We don't do another one. He's sleeping."
Right. They lost him. Like the had no idea where he was, no idea what happened. It was just somebody called. Somebody figured out, why is John Belushi on the couch?
Yeah. Did you lose a Belushi?
Right. and so he wasn't leaving until he was up on his own.
Did you lose a Belushi? Well, if it's Jim, you can keep him. We don't want him.
Right.
Come on now.
Look at this.
Brian Fabian, 50.
Wow.
Following since the beginning. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Brian Fabian. We appreciate it, man. And for 15 years almost now. So there you go. Super chat is open, by the way. We're taking questions on whatever at this point. We can go a little long. I don't want to go like 16 hours or nothing. Well, Mark,
let's do it. It's a radiothon, baby.
Rob can bail out whenever he wants, but you know, Mark can forever. Josiah Alcorn, thank you, sir. How are the Weber animals doing? And Dr. Saxo, please. So
he's making a request.
Yeah, we'll ask Mark. Josiah Alcorn gets what he wants. But Mark, go ahead and answer that first, and then I'll give everybody a dose of Dr. Saxo.
Well, Colin's not around tonight. I don't know why. We've been using the fireplace more, like a ton.
Okay.
So he's starting to figure out that the fire isn't dangerous, can't hurt him, and it's really warm up there. So I've been losing him to the upstairs, my office downstairs. But today, Emma the dog actually jumped up on my lap and curled up.
What?
And it's not that she doesn't love, well, she might not love me. She likes me, I think. But I'm clearly the 4th round draft pick.
Right.
So the fact that she chose me over other people, kind of a seminal moment.
So after she jumped up, did she then shit on your lap?
No, she didn't. But when the fam was gone, she found new and creative ways to defecate to show her displeasure. So, good for her. Wait a minute, I got this probably great. Look, there's Emma, right up. See my white socks?
There you go.
Yeah, she's all over that. So, and literally 2 seconds after that photo, she left. See if I can fix this.
There you go. There you go.
But what about Dr. Saxo?
Well, we're playing the hits today, so here we go.
Meow, 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 meow.
Anyways, to give an update there, of course, that's my folks' cat. That's he's up in the North Hinterlands, and Dad and Sharon, they are always with kids and grandkids and great grandkids in some cases. So there's all kinds of little people going through their house all the time. And Dr. Saxo is starting to become more sociable with them. Like there's a couple of them that are now his favorites, and because they're not not like, obviously most kids, most of the time they see a cat, it's kind of foreign to them, because most of the time little kids and cats are not necessarily in the same house. But so they go running up and they want to touch the tail and they want to do all the things that the cat doesn't like. But there's apparently, and this is from talking to my dad a couple days ago, a couple of the youngins are now he's accustomed to them enough that he'll actually stay and let them pet him, and and then when they get either a little rough or whatever, he just kind of goes off and finds a hiding spot, and or he goes upstairs to places they don't go to and things like that. He understands the boundaries and stuff, so he's he's figuring out how to make it work. Here it is. He's at his 10 years of age. He's finally starting to acclimate to all of the little people that pass through the abode. Not just hanging out with with us biggins.
In your foot.
Right. Well, I mean, he's got to wrestle somebody, right?
It's either Mike's foot or the water heater.
Right. Right. Just beat on that thing like a kettle drum. But Jimmy, our younger brother, was over there last weekend. And because he can, despite being in northern Indiana, he can actually leave his house. And
South Bend by the lake.
Right. Normally when Jimmy is there, Jimmy's dogs are there. And the corgis they're wonderful little critters, but they're total spazzes. So Socks doesn't have a lot of interaction with Jimmy most of the time, but they didn't have to put him, he didn't have to go away, he didn't have to get closed up in any bedroom or anything to accommodate the dogs this time. So apparently Socks was just following Jimmy around like he was like, "Hey buddy, I don't see you too often. How we doing? Huh? We doing all right? Huh?" Like the entire time he was there, it was just trotting behind him like he was his sidekick. So that's what's up with Mr. Soxo.
Dr. Soxo, thank you very much.
Mr. Socko or Dr. Soxo, right. Gotcha. I confuse myself. There's so many names.
He didn't spend 8 years at Soxo University to become Mr. Soxo.
He did not. No. He has earned his cat doctorate. He is the pampered brute. You see if I got anything else going on in live chat. Oh my God, we do. Diana with another contribution there. This weekend I have a bonsai tree at the Bonsai-a-thon show at Huntington Gardens, and that is in the Los Angeles area. If you can, come by and see our trees and say hello Saturday and Sunday at the Huntington Gardens. Again, that's if you're out LA way, which I kind of wish I was. It's still a lot warmer there than it is here.
Yeah.
And Mark definitely does, because he'd be able to see the ground.
I would love to be there. Like right now, I'll wait for the show.
Yeah. Rather than thigh deep in snow.
I'll be at the round table pizza for 4 days before that, and then I'm good.
Josiah Elkhorn with another $2 thank you. What IP would you most like to see in Reaction Plus? So Racktime Rob, we'll start with you. What weird movie or television property would you like to see get the G.I. Joe O-ring treatment, if you will, in Reaction
Well,
Plus?
look, they're doing the Universal Monsters in Reaction Plus now. We need an Abbott and a Costello to go with them.
That's a good call. Mark Weber, what do you think?
I mean, we've been talking Blues Brothers. That'd be pretty cool.
That was where I was going to go too.
A tight line, though. Don't go nuts. Don't make a whole bunch. Don't put a lot of time negotiating with Aretha Franklin's estate.
Right. You need Jake Elwood, Bob from the Country Bunker.
Yeah. Not that Aretha wouldn't be awesome, but
right. But as a figure, you get the what's his name, Charles Napier's guy, the guy who led the band.
Right.
From the good old boys, yeah.
Right. John Candy. You get the Cop 2-pack for John Candy's. Carrie Fisher as the jilted fiance
with the bazooka,
with RPG and M16.
Yeah.
And then for a box set, you can get the band
or the car.
And the car. The car.
It's got cop shots.
With full apart action at the end.
Cop brakes.
Apart action at the end. Jake, that would come with special soiled Jake and Elwood, all covered in grease and stuff. So that there you go.
Doesn't come with cigarette.
No.
So that or Firefly, man. Like a lot of people, I'm a big
nice tight Blues Brothers line. We only got like 15 figures.
We got nine in the vehicle. We're good.
We got like got like 3 full waves out of the Blues Brothers. Just off the top of our head, just whatever, just go. But my other choice is obviously Blues Brothers. Hasbro just did really good 3 3/4 Blues Brothers, or Ghostbusters rather. Don't need to see them again.
Still available.
Still available, still out there, still waiting for me to buy them. Frankly, I appreciate them waiting. I just you forget things sometimes.
I just want the gorilla. Mike, buy the set and I'll buy the gorilla. We'll both save money.
I mean, I do have some love for the Filmation Ghostbusters. I can't say that I wouldn't be on that.
Real.
Phil Donnelly says 3 Amigos reaction plus. Yeah, not bad.
If I made that line, I would absolutely make the Invisible Swordsman. Put nothing in there.
Well, it could be just a 2-pack. Ned Niederlander and the Invisible Swordsman.
Yeah.
Or
hey, look, Hot Wheels did it for the Invisible Jet.
Yeah, can't go wrong.
I love that. I think that's a hysterical joke every time.
Or Manchild wants Tracy is the gorilla from Filmation's Ghostbusters.
I'll take this word for that.
Well, you see, if you expand that line out enough, you're getting Larry Storch and Forrest Tucker.
Right. So that's not a bad thing. They didn't quite get there back in the day. Who made those? Was it like Panini Press or something?
That was Shopper, I think.
Yeah, it was one of those
same people who originally made Cootie.
Yeah, that was the folks who that was their one shot at the big time, and they did not back a winner.
So Greg Augustin is pulling for Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah, he's going Revenge of the Nerds. Honestly, that movie's a little problematic, but if we're selling to adults, Louis Skolnick, Booger, and Ogre, Robert Carradine passed away today. So that's timely, I guess.
That'd be the Booger action.
Come on now.
But they could save Dooley and put him in the moonlighting too. So.
That's the guy you absolutely have to have is Curtis Armstrong. Come on now. And then again, it doubles as Burt Viola.
Yeah, just put a cheap sport coat on him, and he's Herbert Viola.
No, and it could lead into Better Off Dead, one of my favorite 80s.
Oh, also quality.
I know. Don't listen to Stalin, kid. He's a punk.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Andrew Galgan. He knew the gorilla, played by the recently passed Bob Burns. One of the great movie prop collections ever. There you go.
I knew the Sleuth Stack, played by Bill Lane Beer.
It's true.
True story.
It's true.
Man, those people had no backbone, man. They ran like hell from the Sleuth Stacks, and they were slow as shit.
Yeah.
Greg also pulling for Beverly Hills Cop, Axel Foley.
That's a one-figure line, baby.
I don't know, man.
Come on, you gotta get the 2 LA cops in there.
Yeah. Sarge and Rosewood. Come on now. You're good cop, Rosewood.
Monsters well.
And then if you needed a 4th, Sarge.
We saw that not too long ago. That's still that's a good movie.
Yeah. I'm not sure it needed sequels.
Probably not.
that is one that
made a ton of money.
Right. I understand why they happened, but it aged poorly quickly.
Yeah.
Where's the love for Megaforce? Come on now.
Sure. Way back in the day, we did a watch along for Megaforce. Like Gary and Justin and I did a watch along for Megaforce, and I still have the scars.
Gotta get that Barry Bostwick figure with the thumb kissing action.
That's it. Deeds not lines, apparently.
Ugh.
That's
not script.
That's a tough one to get through.
My brother and I walked out of that. I think it was the first movie our parents let us watch alone. And neither one of them would deal with it. And the commercials look cool. Look at all the vehicles, and military. We walked out of it, and my brother, I don't remember. When did that come out? Like 83, 82?
It was 84.
84? We walked out of it, and my older brother went, well, that sucks. I think he was 14. And he knew.
I think Last Starfighter got lost in the wash of that monstrous summer of 1984.
Actually, that is a 1982 release.
Okay.
82.
All right.
So wait a minute. I'm 9 and he's 12.
Yeah.
So as a 12-year-old, he walked out with me back to the car where Mom was waiting, I think, reading a book. Right? She just waited in the parking lot reading. And we walked out. And she's like, okay.
That movie when it showed up on cable. You know, it's just
so bad. Man.
That is one that is an official, you know, oh, the Braves are in rain delay. Put this on movie.
Right.
For TBS.
Andrew Gauguin, Blue Thunder, movie version and Hilo. I don't know, man, because TV version had pre-SNL Dana Carvey.
I remember I couldn't watch that one. It was rated R. Parents wouldn't let me watch Blue Thunder.
Joe Slepsky going with Last Starfighter. You know, I've actually never seen Last Starfighter.
Yeah, it's all right. What's up?
Yeah.
Death Blossom.
Joe Slepsky's still talking about it. He likes Malone, so you know his movie taste is great. He's adopted that as his persona. Yeah, well, it's fine. You know it's great. You know it's good. You know it's good. We're gonna have to have an argument about that the next time he's on, aren't we? Phil Donnelly with some LA trivia. One of the cars from Megaforce used to be in a parking lot outside an Army Navy surplus store in Huntington Beach up until about a decade ago, which makes this an excessively useful piece of trivia. The fact that it's only been gone for 10 years.
I guarantee you somebody didn't drive off.
Yeah, no, that's pretty safe to say. What's like from The Goods, buy hard, sell hard? It's the bandit car. You don't actually sell the bandit car, son. It's just there to get people on the lot. What if I did sell the bandit car?
Oh, I'm going to get you, sucker. That'd be a good one.
JACDC says Cujo. All right. Hey, man, make a cool, badass dog kind of character. There you go. The Eagle Force guys made a Megaforce character, according to Jake Rose, but yeah, I mean, sure. It's not tough to do. You just put out a guy in a gold jumpsuit, and there you go.
His next comment's confusing the hell out.
Greg Augustin, Ponch and John going with chips there. You can get a Michael Dorn in there. Can you imagine California Highway Patrol with Worf's head? Be awesome.
That level.
Joe Slepsky, they should do a Canon Films line of all the leads from their catalog.
Oh man, American Ninja. Who wouldn't want an O-ring Michael Dudikoff?
Oh, I mean, you could get the other guy from that movie too. What was his name?
I forget. At this point, I'm lucky I remember Michael Dudikoff.
Yeah, it'll come to me at like 3:00 this morning. It's one of those things.
I have to look it up.
Weren't there like 5 sequels to American Ninja?
Oh
yeah. Oh yeah. Michael Dudikoff didn't do all of them, but there was
just did most of them.
No, I mean you can't just get Dudikoff for anything you want.
Yeah.
I think they got to 4 and he got to 3. Or they got to 5 and he got to 4, but he wasn't. I don't think he was in the last one. It's like Mahoney in Police Academy. You can't always get Gutenberg. You know, at some point Gutenberg is too big for police.
At some point, Gutenberg is doing 3 Men and a Baby. So yeah.
I'm not recognizing anybody in the American Ninja Camp.
No.
Steve James, Judy Aronson, Leach Kook, John Fujioka, Don Stewart, John LaMotta, Tadashi Yamashita.
Oh no! There's nobody in that movie.
Philip Brock.
Chekhov is the biggest name in that movie.
Yeah, I mean, there's not even like faded stars of the past, that show up for like 2 minutes and go, hey, isn't that
American Ninja's the kind of movie that Billy Blanks bragged about when he was selling Tybo tapes in the 90s. Like, that's the sort of thing we're dealing with there. Like, it's all right. Let's put that one to bed.
It's no Jim Cotta.
Ooh. Another Superstation Braves rain delay special.
Wait a minute, who was that guy? Kurt Thomas.
From the Knicks?
No,
The Jim.
not more athletic, actually.
Yeah.
But duller elbows.
Richard Norton was in that.
Okay.
Edward Michael Bell, who can almost know him. Conan Lee played Howl, and Bob Schott played Thorg.
Oh. MCD's got Jim Cotta on beta. There you go.
There you go.
Slobodan Dmitrijevic played Tamerlane, just so you know.
Dave McDonald, there's that ninja TV show with Lee Marvin as the ninja teacher. That's Master
The
Ninja.
Master. Later repackaged as Master Ninja.
Right. I saw that when it was on TV. It wasn't good then. I can't believe they put that in a theater.
You know what helps with that movie? Little robots in the corner.
Right. Well, I mean, they did a segment of Master Ninja theme song, so you can't beat that. No.
And then they showed the one that had George Lazenby.
Those robots were probably hiding in the corner, trying to get away from Scott Tracker.
All right. T-Bob took that one for the team already, though. So
Man.
Took that one for the team. We actually, I got stuff in this weekend, so I want to make sure we get a couple minutes for what we got in. Mark Weber, what'd you get in?
I got nothing. I haven't even left the house. Nobody's delivered anything here. I haven't even got food. I'm low on cranberry juice, for God's sake.
Criminally low on cranberry juice.
So go ahead, you mobile humans of America. Rub it in.
Mark's gonna be out hunting squirrels in the yard tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, hope there's nothing in the aquarium, because that's gonna be
right. We think there's a skunk living under our back porch.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Nobody hunts skunk, but I'm thinking about it.
They're edible. You just got to look out for those glands.
Yeah.
Racktime
Kind
Rob,
of like that poisonous blowfish,
what'd you get in, Racktime Rob?
Well, I was supposed to get in Lifeline and some night vipers, but somehow the post office couldn't figure out how to deliver them.
That's what you get for ordering off of Hasbro Pulse. That's what you get. You deserve it. I just say that because they refuse to let me order for them for whatever reason. Every time I try, I get the error message. We're sorry. There's too much going on our shitty website right now.
We're sorry. You once spoiled our entire release schedule for the next year. Try later.
Look, if that message came over, okay. Okay. But that's not what comes over. I just get the generic one. I'm worth a specific message, damn it.
I always get I thought it was specific to me, but maybe it isn't. Said, we're sorry. There are too many bots in front of you buying max limit of 5.
Right.
Please try again in 10 minutes when we are sold out.
All the big bad toy store reps, buying for the company are in front of you in line, and they sold us out.
You think that's true?
No. I'm just going to start some reckless conspiracy theory.
I love
reckless rumor. We need a card for that.
I had
Reckless hot take!
That's awesome. Quick sidebar. I ordered something, the wrong one from Big Bad, and had it shipped. And called them, and a human picked up, and I verified who I was, told them the thing I needed canceled that I had just made, and they said, no problem, we got you taken care of. You are all set. Is there anything else I can help?
They're great.
And I said, no, that's it. I really appreciate it. And said, you have a great day, sir. We appreciate your business.
Yeah, no, they're great. They are the toy equivalent of Chewy in regards to their customer service.
Yeah,
Just kids, they're good. They are. Way back in the day, they were a sponsor of our little show. Way back.
Come on, Joel. Step it up.
Oh, that reminds me. I got some pile of loot I want to spring.
What's that, Rob?
It reminds me. I got a note from Big Bad Toy Store. I got something in a pile of loot that I want to spring out of there.
Bring it on down. I'm the same way. I get like 4 shipments a year.
Now I got stuff from Entertainment Earth. I did get because I can't order from Hasbro Pulse.
Quit spoiling the release schedules, Mike.
Right, but again, the Entertainment Earth stuff seems to show up earlier, so who's really losing? It keeps getting more expensive, so the shipping's free. but Big Lob showed up, Night Viper showed up. And then why I have all the lights off except for my ring light is that the glow in the dark Snake Eyes, the Super 7 guy, showed up. So I'm going to put myself in the big window and we're going to see how well he's just been sitting here getting juice off of the ring light the entire time, just right here on the keyboard.
We'll see how he works.
Let's see if this does the trick. So let me get my button going here. Let me turn off the ring light. Christmas tree is on. Woo! And let me turn off the Christmas tree. Maybe
he ain't glowing for shit.
Not.
A little bit.
Little.
Legs mainly. Must be leg day.
I think that's just reflection of the monitor.
Yeah.
All right, then he sucks.
Yeah, he's supposed to be red. Yeah, this kind of blows. I feel like I've been taken advantage of.
I feel no need to summon an old blind man with a shit ton of herbs.
Man, I glow in the dark better than that.
That's true. So light goes back on, but I will say that this laser pistol that Snake Eyes comes with is so freaking futuristic. My God, look at that thing.
Yeah.
Like you should be fighting.
You should be fighting, the hordes of Mongo. It's just,
right.
Like it's got bat wings on it. It's like he should be shooting at He-Man.
It looks like a Colonial Viper toy from Battlestar Galactica that he's just flying around trying to intimidate people with.
Buster Crab ran around with that in old serials.
Right. But I also, again, I made the trip out to Cincinnati to the toy department for their 8th anniversary, and got some stuff at a. I played Plinko. I got myself a 15% discount on everything. So, right there, jealousy.
Mm-hmm.
But I got myself some blockies. Or just one blocky. I got a Orion Pax. Young Optimus Prime. I call him Cubby Prime because he's got a very youthful face. He's a very, very young looking face.
How big is that guy?
Not very.
No, because I have like a Skywarp handy, and he's a lot bigger than my Skywarp.
Because you got a different series of Blocky.
Apparently.
Yeah, Blockies makes several different runs. The one that I offered to send you was from this line. This is the Shining one, so it should have light up eyes, but for whatever reason his battery's dead.
You got Blocky fever, don't you, Mike?
I really do. I do.
They are fun.
I do. I also, but so again, I went to Ohio. I traveled out. I got myself one of these guys. We got the 88 Hydro Viper there. Can meet with his little manta ray, and I've got his little lightning bolt knife in the manta ray's tail, so he's even more deadly.
That guy can breath underwater.
He can breath under. I didn't order any of the classified ones, but I got this guy, so that makes plenty of sense. I did get myself a classic Crimson Guardsman here. You got to play the hits, right?
Always good.
Also, because my Moray is getting closer to a full allotment of Lamprey crew. Can't beat that. And you can. He's just a Lamprey, but I did get I splurged again on Super 7 and got Big Lob from that line. He's growing on me. Sculpting is a little like we're almost there at the sculpt. I wish the arms had a little bit more definition, but I tell you, the thing that bothers me the most is these hip joints. Just these legs don't want to move, and that's been a problem since way back in the first wave when we got those and had those on. So please do something about that hip joint. Just open it up or something, just a little bit more. The Snake Eyes is the same way. These legs do not want to move to the side real easily. And like with the Snake Eyes, it's even gotten to where I was concerned that I was gonna bust his crotch. We know I don't like to do that with my action figures.
Right. Says Mr. Beachhead.
Right. And then to the crowning achievement, of course, was Beachhead number 250 for the
Ooh, nice.
So a nice anniversary number for an anniversary sale. That is number 12. I can't say it in Spanish. I tried. I didn't really try, but I gave the minimal effort and it failed horribly. But anyways, Beachhead number 250. I don't have the little graphic thing put together. So
that's right. You'll have another one next week.
Maybe. It's things are a little pricey right now, so I gotta, there's lots of people on the East Coast trapped in their homes doing nothing but scouring eBay.
I've heard that.
So I gotta be mindful of that crowd and probably just maybe not spend money for a couple of days. Oh. But yeah, no, it was all pretty affordable because the toy department is great on prices anyway, and then it was 15% off of that. I got for Racktime Rob, I picked up a Jay Garrick Flash that he already had. I got a Jay Garrick Flash, which is not a problem. He's that dopey helmet. He is easily one of my favorite Golden Age guys.
Are they like the old Superpowers figures where you squish the legs together and they do something?
Unfortunately,
sadly, no.
But
they're in that same style. They would fit and stand next to him pretty well, but
right,
they don't have power action.
They fit stylistically and they're inexpensive. So
they're only $10 a pop.
Right, they won on both counts. And then lastly, I did pick up the variant package of the Wolf Trooper from Skeletron because I decided I needed another Wolf Trooper, and the guy in the variant package was actually less expensive than the dude in the regular package.
Okay.
So I think I have one of those in the regular package that's still unopened, so I may open that guy and keep this guy because he's purty.
Yeah, very good.
He's purty. So yeah, that was pretty much my weekend. And again, got to see Kenny and got to see some other folks. Got to see the illustrious Johnny Podorf and of course Brian Lauer, HCC 788, and all kinds of folks over at the toy department this weekend. And we had a good time. And then got to hang out with Brian some on Sunday. He came to Indianapolis. He wanted to record something for his channel, but we just got to. We got to check out a local vintage toy store here in town, and I actually did buy something there. I got the regular version, the Reaction Snake Eyes. That was the same mold as the Tiger Force one, just so I could stand those two guys next to, because that Tiger Force Snake Eyes is perhaps the worst action figure I own, and I love it.
So you still need an ash can snake.
Right. I still need ash can Snake Eyes, but I'll need two of them.
That's right.
But no, this is it's the Reaction mold from the '85 Snake Eyes, and so it got that terrible flimsy sword and the orthopedic shoes. I mean, it's so bad. It's so bad, and that Tiger Force one, the paint job is even makes it even more horrendous to the point where it kind of comes out the other side as
Oh,
being,
it is. It's the whole ass.
it's delightfully tacky. So I got the regular version of that just to stand next to him.
I didn't know there was such a thing as a worse version of Tiger Force.
It's not worse than the Tiger Force one. No, it's not worse than that. But just it's almost a frame of reference purchase. And for less than retail, can you beat that? No, you can't. Same thing with Big Lob there. Like even if you got a problem with Reaction Plus Big Lob, they were charging less than retail, and then I got 15% on top of that.
Yeah.
So okay, sure, yeah, throw it in the basket. But that's about it. That's about it as far as what I got in. Lord knows that's plenty. That's more than I normally do in a week. Shout outs, Rack Time Rob. Let's get out of here.
Hi, studio audience. Thanks for listening.
Watching.
Whatever.
Vote.
I'm sure they're listening to.
Yeah, vote.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
You gotta start reading the comments that they leave. Sometimes I wonder if they are listening.
Never read the comments. There's no.
Look, I promised them I read the comments, and I do. Look, we have a good bunch.
We do.
We like they're for as much as you see YouTube creators, if you will. I hate that term, but YouTube creators of about our size, which is to say successful, but not overwhelmingly so. They have to deal with far more problems with their comment section than we do.
And that's why I shout out our audience.
Right. That's why they're awesome. They are the greatest. We get maybe 2 bad comments a year, right? Like you can't beat 2 bad comments a year. That's not an invitation to leave bad comments, by the way, because I'll find you. I won't find you. I'll just delete them. But you know what I'm saying. Our crowd is a good crowd, and it's not always just the usual suspects. Like it's strangers. They get the vibe that we're handing out here. And so that's the best compliment we can get is people that understand the rules and freely play by them. Mark Weber, shout it out.
I want to shout out to the guy who plowed our street this week. Haven't met him yet.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's lovely. But yeah, the CCOM said streets will get like the residential streets will get plowed, quote, later in the week, which means don't hold us to a schedule.
Look, they may still be digging out the plows.
Weird thing, man. We lived, I'm not comparing, but when we lived in Barrington, which is 5 miles away in Rhode Island, though, like when a flake would hit the ground, 4 plows would show up and fight to get that one first, right? Like they took it serious.
It was the monster truck sumo match from WCW.
Yeah, that's it. And in fairness, you know, this is a bigger snow than we ever experienced in Rhode Island. We didn't lose power. That's, I think, the best thing. And no shout outs to the guy who agreed to plow the whole driveway for $100 and then sent a message today saying, I'm going to be a day late. Oh, and it's 200.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why was I out there shoveling today and again tomorrow? Because that's just bad business practice. I will not support.
Yeah, that's pretty rotten.
See it. As Spider-Man once said, walk east till you're half.
Spider-Man says a lot of things.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, Weber, you gotta just meet one neighborhood kid and your problems are solved.
I just gotta meet one neighborhood neighbor because they all have snow throwers. I got a snow thrower. I call him me.
They smell the Yankee fan on you.
Probably true. And I play that, man. I downplay that like crazy.
At least until baseball season starts, right?
Hey, Yankees beat Toronto today in spring training. What about that, Toronto? Take that.
It was all down in Florida, so nobody was in snow. Yeah, Andrew Gauguin, I was not told listening was required for the show. Look, we started on audio with the first 10 years of this program. We were an only program. If there's one thing you have to do, it's listen.
And then we went to video, and people were like, "Ooh,
Ooh.
Look at these handsome, rakish devils."
Charlie's Angels."
Look at these bastards. Of course, we had Joe Colton then, so yeah, we did a little better as far as that went.
I'll be the gun. You guys can fight over the radio in the karate shop.
We did get a couple of guys with weird vibes that would only leave messages directly for Joe Colton in the live chat, though. Hi, Joe. You understand that there in the background, the guy walking around, that's her husband, right? You get that, right? We like him too, so you get. I don't. What you doing anyway?
Former pro wrestler.
The wrist lock.
Shout out to Joe Colton. She's off on her Star Trek cruise this week, or maybe just got back. I don't know. I haven't. I've. Lord knows that woman has had an absolutely horrendous couple of years, because she's got a government job, and Lord knows those are fun right now. So I'm just happy that she got herself away on vacation and got to do something fun and dorky and all that other cool stuff with the wrist lock. So shout out to Joe Colton
Out there getting drunk with Major Kira.
Right. Either, I mean, Lord knows they're kind of tight. So if Major Kira's on that cruise, yes, that's happened at least once.
I need to do that cruise one day just to see that.
Oh, that would get me on board. That would get me a ticket if I had that kind of money to spend on it. Yeah. I'm just here to watch you and Kira have a showdown, because that would I know on a certain level that would also greatly annoy my ex-wife, because that was her favorite character.
That'd be an old-fashioned prairie drink-off.
So that would just be like, hey, I got to hang out and get drunk with Major Kira, and you suck. So that would be
for the record. That's also Rob's least favorite ex-sister. So.
That's true.
Yeah,
it's true. That's true. Can't say it can't. And we have like a legitimate sister-in-law now, and she's awesome. So we're not going to talk bad about her.
No, she wins by a mile.
Oh my God.
2 miles.
Right. I think back to what I put you folks through, and she might win now. If she was still around, Jimmy's wife probably win. But anyways, so shout out to Joe Colton. Shout out I will reiterate Rob's shout out to the studio audience. Thank you so much for joining us. Also, if you're catching us on Replay Squad, shout out to you too. You actually count for just as much. Don't let anybody tell you any different. And as we said earlier, make sure that you're doing all that cool YouTube stuff, however you're finding us. Make sure you're hitting the like button to the video. Been a little lax on the like button. As good as you've been with the subscribe button, a little lax on the like button. Let's get them likes back up. Make sure to share us in your G.I. Joe social media circles. Be sure to leave a big boy comment at some point. And of course, hit the subscribe button and just do all that cool YouTube stuff. It's free. It doesn't look. We've talked about throwing money a lot tonight, but all the YouTube stuff is free. It's all free. You can do that for free, and it does help us out. I mean, the thing you do best is, of course, showing up and watching, and not just that 5-second watch. Like you sit and watch for a long time. Our retention numbers are outstanding. So if you're in, you tend to be in for a while. Phil says he's doing his part. I remain unconvinced. Phil was almost on tonight's show, and he said, nah. But Jim Smith, sorry, boys, missed the show tonight. We'll catch the replay. Hey, no problem, Jim. We appreciate you being here now. And we appreciate you being here in the future. We just appreciate you being here.
Yeah, Phil couldn't make it tonight because apparently there was some fireworks show at Disneyland tonight.
Yeah, probably. That's probably where he's sending messages from.
Mm-hmm.
It was the haha, it's not cold here fireworks show.
Yeah, the A-lister, Alistair Keffer, picking fights with Phil. How dare you? How dare you, Phil. Note how I was only here for the last whatever, Phil. Whatever.
Oh, it's noted.
We know. No, Phil had family stuff going on tonight. That's why he's not here. We tease Phil, but Phil is legit good people, or we wouldn't have him back to get abused every other month.
That's right.
Every other week, really. Firefly, I'm either watching the whole show or falling asleep halfway through, depends on the week, but the algorithm treats it the same. Very true. Very true. How do I get a watch out of my personal YouTube account? I turn it on and I go to bed and I just let it play. I don't need to watch the show again. I did the show, but my YouTube account thinks I'm a devout viewer.
Speaking of falling asleep during the show, we're going to get Rob there. I guarantee it. He's been a good soldier, but
he's made a sterner stuff than that.
I can't wait to see what our last sketch is. The last sketch in the 11:55 time slot is always the best.
It's a new stump rack time, Rob. Anyway, no, it's not.
Yes. Good night.
We'll talk about that eventually.
We will take our hemorrhoid donut and bid you adieu.
I will have to catch I Drink Your Milkshake on YouTube.
But that is about it for us tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Excuse me. We will be back next week with another probably similar episode of What's on Joe Mind, where we discuss all the news and happenings of the G.I. Joe world. And by that point, maybe Mark will get out.
Hopefully.
I mean, fingers crossed.
If not, send like some Cheez-Its or something.
Like the mail's going to get them to you?
Yeah. No, they cleaned
the Berlin airdrop.
They cleaned the main road. Like if somebody really hauled off and hucked something, like a sumo war, it might actually make it to so.
Justin Bell will come riding down on his bear-driven sled.
Is he recovered from the Super Bowl yet? I don't think so.
No, that's I was going to say that before. That's how you can sell an all-gray Tom Brady. You can say it's like after the Giants killed him twice.
Oh.
It's like Optimus Prime after they took out the Matrix.
Still delicious. All right.
It's delightful. That's it for us. Stay tuned for another episode of What's on Joe Mind next week, next Tuesday at 9:05 or so. Everybody have a great rest of the week. And yo, Joe.
Oh.